Hey guys, it's Diego, and I'm here today to give you guys a guide on how to play Jake in multiverses, specifically in ones because I am a ones player. But I do like to think I know a thing or two about Jake's kit. I am top 40 in ones. I haven't really played much twos with him. I played twos with Bugs, but I'm gonna go over Jake in ones. So first thing I'm gonna go over is his all of his attacks, just so you know what they do, and it's easier to understand once I explain more intricate stuff. So his jab is a three-piece combo, which ends in him inflating his belly. Deals really decent knockback and is a great get off me tool. Neutral on the ground is he turns his hand into a mace, which also breaks armor. Really strong move, and it's a good move to kill with if you get the chance. Uh, Up ground is an axe that can be charged, and once it's charged, it actually extends. Personally, is one of his best kill options. His down ground is he does the splits, and this also breaks armor. Um, but yeah, now moving on to his aerials. He has the forward air, which is the giant long punch. Has a tipper. Let's see if I can hit it. There you go. Does a nice range tool. If you hit the tipper, it's a really good kill option. But yeah, you don't have to spam. You don't have to hold it, but if you don't hold it, it doesn't get as long as that. Um, his neutral air. Oh, wrong move. His neutral air is he inflates his belly again. One of his best combo tools, and once I go over some of his combos, you can actually see why this is probably one of his best combo tools in the game. His down air, uh, the skateboard. So it's a combo in and of itself. So you don't have to actually do anything out of this to get a nice like 18 damage, I believe. Probably a bit more. Let's see if I can hit it. Actually, he's like really high percent. Let me restart. But yeah, if you just hold it, oh, actually, I don't know if you could let go. Yeah, if you let, you could just do it once, and it'll do that three-piece combo. I tend to hold it just for my brain, to make sense of it. But you can just do the one. Um, his up air, uh, turns his hand into a mace, but it's a nice two-part combo. Oh, also similar to up air, down neutral air also has a two-piece part, which breaks armor, as you can see by that like little purple tint. But yeah, moving on to his specials. On the ground, he can turn into a horse with side B, uh, or side special, sorry. Um, Neutral special, he can eat people, and if you hold it again, you can actually shoot him out an angle where you want to shoot him out. Up B, he elongates himself. Uh, with certain perks, people actually get stunned once they're inside of it. But if you don't choose that perk, you won't get this like stun that happens at the beginning. Down B, one of my personal favorite moves. He can turn into a house, a boat, or a car. And if you hold it, you can actually block projectiles. Uh, yeah. So this is very good against like certain projectiles, like spammers like Batman, Bugs, Tom and Jerry, those kinds of guys. So I like keeping this move in mind. Moving on to sort of the play style that Jake thrives in, I guess. He's kind of depends on the matchup, obviously. If you're going against someone who's more of a range character, like let's say Velma or Rain Dog or Steven Universe, you're gonna want to get in their face a lot. You're gonna want to make them uncomfortable, make sure they don't get back on stage and stuff like that. Make life difficult for them, basically. Against people who are rush downs, you want to kind of space them out with like forward air if you want to get in their face in there, um, down air at random times, and also this is just a general tip. Um, Jake thrives off stage. Like his recovery is this, but he has so many other options. You can nair, you can side special, you can do whatever you really want here. Like this area is really good, I would say. So try and get your opponents off stage as much as you can, because you have this move which can spike, you have this move which can spike. This move doesn't spike, but it's really good if you want to just like catch them off guard, I guess. So I would say do that as well. So a little recap about like sort of playstyle you want to go for is one, get your person off stage, and two, depending on if they're more of a zoner or a rushdown character, you basically want to do the opposite of that. So if they're a range character, you want to get in their face because that's where you're gonna thrive. That's where you're gonna be better than them at. Or if they're a bruiser type character, you want to space them out a little bit. Obviously, you're gonna have moments to come in, but in neutral, you're gonna want to keep them away. All right. Now moving on to perks. Um, I normally run Lumpy Space Punch because most of Jake's best attacks are his aerials. I would say his down air, his neutral air, his forward air are some of his best moves in his whole kit. Also, down B is a really strong move. When you do his bite, that's considered a melee attack in the air, so that does increase damage if you combo it with Nair. Um, but yeah, so Lumpy Space Punch is almost a must-have, I would say, on Jake, just to crank that damage up to a 10, I think. Triple Jump, just that's an overall really good one on basically any character. Like that's something I would heavily recommend to have. Just like have that extra movement option because having that extra jump can be the difference between like getting a kill or recovering and that kind of stuff, you know? And also in twos, this is just broken if you have both of them, like both of your teammates have it, because then you just get a free extra jump all the time. So again, like triple jump, just really nice. Also, you could do some. It basically opens up more combo windows that you just wouldn't have otherwise. So triple jump, really good. Tasmanian trigonometry, 15% increased base knockback influence. Yeah, I just really like the knockback influence because I like to not die. So having that really helps. Yeah, but I would also switch this for like this one, like because that increases the down B or downer damage. Also, I would do this one right here. Aerial Acrobat is also insane on Jake, just because one, his aerials are sick, and that's just gonna make his combos a lot easier to execute. And two, off stage is obviously in the air, so you're gonna want to have as much movement options as you can. So that third jump plus the air acceleration is gonna help you a lot. So yeah. And when it comes to the main perk, the signature perk, I guess, I in ones you don't really see people running Stay Limber. This is probably more of a twos, just because like you're probably gonna get away with just spamming down there on two people a lot more than if you're in ones. Because let's say you're going into bugs, this is basically gonna be fucking worthless because you're not gonna hit the ground. You're gonna get up aired, up aired, up aired, up aired if you just use this. So I would suggest using sticky, just because one, it also helps with the combos because it allows you to use up B as opposed to just like stopping with downers and nairs. Yeah, I normally go with that. Uh, if you just want to look at the move list, you could probably just pause it whenever. But this is Jake's move list. He's pretty basic character, but the stuff you can do with him is pretty nice. Now onto combos. I mentioned earlier some of his best combos start with Nair, because Nair can go into down air. Nair can go into neutral B, which can be a free edge guard if done right. Right? Nair can go into Nair can go into down air, which can go into up B, which can go into more down airs. You really want to mix Nair with down air, just to make sure that you get the maximum value out of that ignite. Also, make sure every once in a while, instead of going for downers, you go for neutral B, because one, that's a free edge guard waiting to happen, and two, it actually applies the weaken debuff, which increases the amount of damage and knockback someone takes. So if you have this and they're at like, let me just show it to you. Let's make 80%, right? That did 90, right? But if I do this, Oh, fuck, man. Shit. If I do this, well, that's a kill, first off. And second off, that did 15 damage as opposed to 10. So, a 50% boost. Jake does have some kill confirms. Some are more basic than others, obviously. Like, you have that one, which kills on some maps. You have... Oh, wait. Why can't I do it? That one. Well, you have to do it quicker, but... I also think you have to turn it. There you go. That kills it some percents. This map has a really high ceiling, by the way. So don't be alarmed if you can't kill on this map in specific. So yeah, if I don't kill on this map, on most maps, besides like maybe one or two, it'll kill. So you don't have to worry about that. Um, Down air is also a really good combo tool. You could do down air, down air into what's it called? What I just did, neutral special. But down air can basically do all the combos that air can do, but looks cooler, honestly. And also, like, if push comes to shove, if you don't want to do a combo, you could just do the bread and butter. If I can't hit it, there you go. The ignited down air. But yeah, pair and also like make sure you're stacking up the debuffs. Like you could go for like maybe bam, bam, and then like obviously that's a high percent, but like if it's like a lower percent, you might be able to like get a free downer, which would um apply ignite, which would be even more damage to the thing. Obviously, there's no true combo which goes into that directly, but if you can manage to get a downer after weakening them, that applies ignite as well. So the next hit you're gonna do is gonna be pretty beefy. That's all I'm gonna say. Other than that, if you have any questions about Jake, uh, please leave them in the comments. Make sure you like this. I really want this to get out there just because I feel like a lot of Jake guides, besides like maybe one or two of them, are very non-informative at all. I really want to make sure people know how to play Jake because Jake is a really cool character. You can get some really nice plays with it. Like one of my favorite combos to do on Jake is this one right here. This one right here. Yes, there you go. That one right there. So like that combo is true if you do it right. Um but yeah, just practicing those combos. Make sure you use Nair more often to be able to get those combos. Making sure you know your kill confirms. I feel like that's really important on Jake. So miss one, stop spreading misinformation to other TikTokers and YouTubers and everyone else. And yeah, if you want more guides on other characters, feel free to drop a comment as to who you want to see next. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.